So continuing Torah Ayin Gimel, which we're in our Chabura here in London, we're looking at first Be'in, and then we'll move on to Torah Chavhey. So in the back of the booklet, starting from page Kav Dalet, if the Chavhey haven't seen, there's this incredible segment called Kishra Amichrois, where they're bringing many of the sources for the ideas that Rabbi Nachman is bringing. Nun Shari Tshuva brings the source from the Chamishim Shari Bina, the context for Shuva Alaiva, Shuva Lechem. And as you go through the Torah, Mentes Oisios, and he brings all sources and sugyas that are going to help us to go deeper in our Ayin into the Torah, where it opens brand new doors. It really does, because you see how Rabbi Nachman was mivarer these sugyas with all of their associated concepts and ideas, and he brings them he would never let you know how much he invested into every word, into every thought, and every nuanced concept and idea. But once you look into the Amichrois, you see so much more. There's really so much deeper to what Rabbi Nachman is saying, and it's a real matana that they included this section into the booklet. So a huge yasher koach for whoever was involved in putting this together and creating it in this way. So first, in the segment of Nun Shari Tshuva, they walk you through the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah that talks about V'tchasrei ma'at melehim, which is a reference to the 50 gates of Bina, of which Moshe Rabbeinu was only able to access 49. So that was ma'at, one segment less than the 50 was given to Moshe Rabbeinu, that it's only mezukak shiva sayim. Shiva sayim is 2 times 7. Shiva, shiva sayim is twice 7, which is 49. That was what was given to Moshe Rabbeinu, but the 50th gate is not accessible to any human being. Even Moshe, who's the shleimus of what it means to be a yid, right, is always essentially chaser, which is itself a very beautiful and deep teaching. Right, and that's what it means to be a human, is that there's always a fundamental lack that's built into the human experience, and we're not supposed to be perfect, but we're supposed to rise to the halavai, should get to a percentage of what Moshe Rabbeinu got to. But even Moshe Rabbeinu b'chvoida v'atzma goes as far as he can go, but it isn't the whole way. Right, the whole way is only for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So he brings in the questions over here. If it is impossible for a person to reach the Shar Chamishim, so just why do we need to mention it at all? Why does the Gemara say that there were Chamishim Shari Bina Nivru Ba'olam, and they were all given to Moshe Chasar Echad? Just say 49 gates of Bina were given to Moshe Rabbeinu. What do we need to even know about the 50th gate if it's b'chalal not part of our Jewish experience? Like, why is it important for us to know that there exists something that has no shaykhus with us at all? Forget it. I'm sure there are many madrigas in the Seder Shtalshalas beyond which who knows? They're just not shaykh to us. There are many things that go on in the infinitude of Kudsha B'richu, so to speak, that are b'chalal not. It's not for us. The things that are shaykh to us are HaKadosh Baruch Hu revealed. So what do I need to know about the 50th gate if it's beyond our experience? That's what they ask over here, which is a very, very obviously very important question. In the context of Torah Ayin Gimel, it becomes clear that it might not be accessible from our standpoint. Like Rabbi Nachman explains that there are 49 gates of Tshuva that are shaykh for each and every person, and the 50th is not shaykh for us, but it is certainly part of our experience. Because once we reach the pinnacle of where we're able to get, which is the 49 gates, b'shleimus, whatever this means, just reading words, but to get to the 49th madrega, memela, shuvo elai, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ashuv aleichem. And that immediately triggers this aspect, which Rabbi Nachman brings later in the Torah, is the 50th day after the 49 days of Sphira, which of course is Shavuos, and that's the pasuk of Vayered Hashem al Har Sinai. It's the bechina of Ashuva Aleichem. You've done your bit, you've done your part, you've come as far as you can go, which is the 49. But don't think that the 50th is not shaykh to you. Of course it's shaykh to you. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives that as a gift, as a matana, as he brings in the second section over here from the Mesudas David, who's mefarish shuvo elai, as we'll just read the words shuvo elai. He says is lishmar mitzvoisai. That's the work that all of us do to rectify ourselves and to grow and to rise and to get closer to Hashem. V'ashuva aleichem, he learns, is schar, is lehetiv imchem k'me'az. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, then I return to act like sort of as a gift, as a reward for this shuvo elai, so then we get the full benefits. So it might not be something that we can fully grasp or something that is something that we do, but it's memela something that we access without a question. And that's why the Gemara, even though the 50th gate is tamid beyond what we're able to access, we need to constantly mention it in the context of 50 gates of Bina, and all of them were given to Moshe, chaser echad. But all of them were given to Moshe, chaser echad. Because that echad is not for us. So it wasn't nitna Moshe, but there are chamishim shari bina that are shaykh for all of us. And the bechina of shuvo elai, and then memela we get v'ashuv aleichem. And you see this idea hinted to in the very pasuk in Malachi, where we find these words shuvo elai v'ashuv aleichem. And the pasuk says, Limi mei avoseichem sartem michukai. HaKadosh Baruch Hu bemoans the fact that for generations already, Klal Yisrael is not really doing what they were meant to be doing. V'lo shamartem, and you didn't guard my words. You didn't say, Al Pipnimis, yearn for my Torah. Lo shamartem means to guard, but it could also mean to yearn. V'adav shamar sadavar, to look forward to. Shuvo elai v'ashuv aleichem amar Hashem tzavakos. Hashem says, I'm declaring to you, return to me, and I will return to you. That's 49 and 50. V'va'amartem b'men nashuv. But you said, and you continue to say, B'men nashuv. And how can we return? And so first of all, like he points you to in the Nekudas L'Iyon, this is a reference to the lowest, so to speak, the furthest of the three levels that Rabbi Nachman makes reference to with regard to people who won't be Zaycha to Tshuva. And the lowest level is a person that has no Hisayrus for Tshuva at all. And if you look at the Metzudas David on those words, B'men nashuv, he brings that people weren't saying, how can we do Tshuva? They were saying, B'men nashuv, what do we have to do tshuva for? What's the point? We have nothing to do tshuva for. V'amartem, and you said, right? In what sense? I'm sorry. V'amartem, go back. We didn't do anything wrong. And that's the lowest level, so to speak, of the people who have no assurance for tshuva, not because they're so distant, but because they're in the dimyan that they have nothing to fix. Which, for the chevra that are joining us now for another segment of this journey into the Kishra Rabbi Nachman, the Tiyul, this incredible Atayel B'Tarasei. So we've just learned Torah and Vav. And in Vav, we mamish learned about this madrega. What was the madrega there? The bechina of hastara. It's the same thing. So it's mamish, either tremendous hashkacha or it was planned this way, which is also tremendous hashkacha, that these two Torahs align. That the madrega that Rabbi Nachman speaks about in Ayin Gimel of the person she'ein lo shum esaros l'tshuva, if you trace it back to the source for this, in the pasuk of shuvo elai v'ashuv aleichem, where the person is saying b'man nashav, and you learn it, aliba de Metzudas David, that's what it's speaking about. It's speaking about a person who's in such a dimyan and such a darkness where the hastara, the fact that there's what to do tshuva for, is itself hastara. And so she'ein lo shum esaros to tshuva, because why should the person have esaros if they don't think that there's anything to do tshuva for, to fix? But al pi pnimius, perhaps it's shaykh to say va'amartem, that the problem becomes when the person thinks, no, there are 50 gates of tshuva, but there's no way that I can access them anyway. What's the point? There's no shleimus there, meaning in the whole journey of whatever it is that the pinnacle of Yidden, that Moshe Rabbeinu b'chvayda v'atzmai could reach, was only 49. So really, what's the point? And maybe that's latent in these words. Bameh nashuv. Nashuv is nun shuv. Go deeper. Even the word bameh is gematria 50 with the ICS. Right? So bameh is 45, 47. And then with the three letters is also weiter 50. So the person is saying, B'men nashuv, meaning there's some voice inside that says, I'll never reach the shleimus of this thing. B'men nashuv. And so HaKadosh Baruch Hu preempts this mistake by saying, no, you can get there. Shuvu elai, you do 49. Va'ashuva aleichem, and I will gift you the 50th. And that's why, again, going back to the Gemara, it says, Nun shari bina nivru ba'olam, v'kulam nitnu Moshe. They were all given to Moshe. Chaser echad, meaning that Moshe Rabbeinu's task was the 49. Don't say that the 50th was not shaykh to him. That's the bechina v'ashuv aleichem. They were all given to Moshe, because when he did the chaser echad, when he did the 49 that he could do, so the Mamela, the 50th, comes down. And that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is answering these people who are saying, B'man nashuv, how can we access the 50 gates of Tshuva if we can only ever reach 49? Hashem preempts that by saying, I say, Shuvu elai, You do the 49, v'ashuva aleichem, and I'll be the one who's mashlam that, giving you the 50th, as the Metzudas David says in this incredible schar that brings it into our lives. It is shaykh for us. Hashem should bless us that we should not only learn these words, we should be zeicha to mamish be bali tshuva, people who are constantly awakening up the Osiris through Tehillim, that we should find the ice and the shar that's shaykh to us, v'liftayach hashar, and should open all the gates and bring down all the Yeshuas for us, b'pratius, for the world, b'klalius, megula shlema, b'meheira b'yameinu, amen v'amen. Thanks for listening.